welcome. It is February of 2022 and I'm just here to disrupt your regularly scheduled video to let you know that the sound is not great. She's really not that great. We live and we learn, but we were trying something new. It worked to an extent, but it gets a bit shoddy sometimes and definitely towards the end. So please excuse that. But aside from that, please enjoy the video. Let's have a show of hands of how many people here have clicked on the video because they made all these awesome plans to read at the start of January, but then life kept getting in the way and you haven't done any of that and now you need help. Cool. That's why I'm here, because I made all these awesome plans to read this year and haven't. So, hi, welcome. My name is Michaela. This is Meekela Reads, and if you did not know, I, by trade, am an occupational therapist, which means basically my job is to help people set goals and then figure out how to achieve said goals. There is much more to OT than that, but if you want to know more about it, just like send me a message or Google it, either way. But yeah, that's what I'm here for today. We're gonna learn about how to read more or how better to achieve your reading goals in 2022. I have 6 different suggestions for you today to improve your reading, to maximize your time. So starting with number 1. It sounds like it's the easiest one, but it is make time to read. If you're a night owl, make some time at night time to read. Or if you're like awake in the morning, make some time to read in the morning, whether it be like with breakfast or a cup of coffee. If you are someone like me who can either not focus on a book because you're not into it, or you get really, really lost into the book, it can also be really helpful to set a timer when you make time for these things, because that way you can keep yourself accountable to the rest of your day-to-day activities. Number 2 is to stick or start with genres that you're comfortable with. So personally, my comfort genre is romance and contemporary. Just like really quick, fun, light, fluffy romances. Because don't get me wrong, I love fantasy, but if you're in a reading slump and you haven't read a fantasy series for quite some time, you're not going to be able to just jump back into a 6-book, 1,000-page book series without any issues. And if you can, you are magical. Tell me your secrets, please. Number 3 is set up your environment to read. It sounds really easy. All of these are going to sound really easy, and I can see that we're losing lighting on this side. So like, whoa, we're going to work quickly through this. All of these sound really easy, but it's a matter of actually implementing them in your day-to-day and like putting them together to an extent. So setting up your environment to read, whether or not that is reducing your visual distractions, so like clearing off your desk or cleaning your room first, or increasing just visual distraction if that's something that you need, if that's your sensory preference. I personally like to put lo-fi playlists on a screen and have the ambient music as well as the really pretty pictures to be there in the background. Move your phone to the other side of the room or put on airplane mode. That's a really, really easy one to reduce distractions. And be sure to tell people that you live with not to distract you if you're reading. Generally a really good tip. Setting up your environment to better facilitate you reading is going to set you up for success. Number 4 is if you need motivation to read, set yourself a goal to read. So if it's going to be, I'm going to read 4 books this week, or I'm going to read 3 chapters today. Generally, setting a goal will help you to stay on track, and breaking a book down into smaller sections and smaller goals is a really good way to make it easier to read. However, if you're a type A personality perfectionist like me who needs to have all of the leisure activities be productive and who struggles to switch off and engage in unproductive leisure, abandon all of your goals and repeat steps 1 to 3. Number 5, do a buddy read. I find buddy reads are a great way to motivate yourself to read. So I have done buddy reads with people in the past, and I find it's a really fantastic way to be able to set yourself an achievable goal alongside someone else and then have that person keep you accountable. But also it gives you someone to talk to about the book and someone to share your thoughts with and to discuss the topics of the book and the things you've enjoyed and the things that you don't like. Buddy reads are fantastic. I will never stop raving about buddy reads. I think they're the best. And if you're someone like me who didn't know how to do a buddy read until you were mid buddy read, the way that you do a buddy read is you find someone to read a book with, and then you pick a book together, and then you split the book into chapters or pages that you're going to read in that day, and then have a little check-in at the end of the day once you've read your chapters. It's a lot of fun. Highly recommend buddy reading. And number 6, the final suggestion, is if you are struggling to read a book or you're struggling to finish a book, either 1, try a different book, or 2, change the format which you're using and reading the book with, whether it be physical book, ebook, audiobook, having someone read the book to you. Change it up. try something new. I'm going to have a part 2 to this video that has an entire review on all of the different formats and why they might be beneficial, why they might not be beneficial, which ones might work better for you, all of that jazz. But I found that once I introduced audiobooks and ebooks into my reading, I read so much more and I fit it into my day way better than just sitting down and reading physical books, because nothing irritates me more than people who say that ebooks and audiobooks aren't real reading. It's just not true. It's still reading. All of it's still reading. You're consuming stories you're reading. So ableist. But anyway, guys, those are my 6 tips for how to read more, or how to read more effectively, if that's what you're going for. Let me know in the comments what other ways you have to read more, because that's by all means not all of them. I know that there's heaps, so let me know what's worked for you, because I'm currently in a reading slump and I need it. All right, I can see that I'm like super bright on this side and I've lost all my lighting on this side, so I'm gonna finish the video now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're having a great day. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing that. That would be amazing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!